we're not where I'm scaring everybody this time. We are with my nails. Although I am telling you right now, like this one right here, I feel like it's gonna just pop off because these were a set of nails. Usually I make my nails, but this was a set of nails that my that my daughter had made for me at the very beginning of starting my channel. And you know, now that she's grown and got a house, she's not doing the nails and everything, and that's why I took over uh, creating my nails. But so like I still have sets that she created, and so you know every now and then I like to pull them out. But either I don't know, either I've gone Hulk and my nails have gotten bigger, or I just didn't realize that they were smaller than I thought they were. Or it's very just possible that I have them on the wrong nails. I don't know. You know, that would be something that I would do. I, you know, look, my brain don't like to brain sometimes. So I want to say hello to everybody. We always start out with wonderful Lee, and Lee, I just don't know that you know exactly how much I appreciate that you do this. Lee always has us set up with snacks and everything. He takes out the trash and recycles, puts out a variety of finger foods and snacks, places soft drinks and various waters on the table, puts out some white, dark, and milk chocolate fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, and fruits for everyone. Welcome to Mystria Diamonds. Help yourself. Come on in, grab a snack, and hit the like button on the way to your seat. As always, thank you so much, Lee, for setting out our wonderful table and making everybody feel welcome. Hello, Joe. How are you? Hello, Linda. It went boppity bop on me. Hello, Robin. How are you? Hello, Tina. Hey, Susan. Well, hello, Anthony. How are you? I love your videos, dude. I do. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Karen. Hello, Diana. Hello, Anime Girl. Hello, Sean Paint Sparkly Stuff. Um, hello, John. Oh, thank you, Lee. Hello, Wendy. So, for those that don't really know, I am doing some mashing the specials, and I have not done a notebook yet. Okay, look. I am trying to bake. No, I'm not baking nothing. I am not the baker of my family. Man, words are not wording for me tonight. I am trying to break my amount that I did in August. I only did 16. I counted them up. I did 16. And I'm already at 11. So I am on track, as long as I don't get off track, to break my record. But the problem is, y'all, I have this thing for coasters. I don't know why I like coasters. But I do. And most of the coaster sets that I have like 8 or 9 of them in the set. And so they take a very long time. And then, of course, I pulled out some because I forgot to seal them the last time to give my teachers at my school presents. So they're fixing to get a late Christmas present. I don't know what they'll think about that. What do y'all think? Do you think people will be like, what the heck is wrong with you? It's already past December. We should have already had our Christmas presents. So maybe I'll just call it a New Year's present. Could that be a thing? Could I start a thing called New Year's presents? I don't know. I feel bad. I do feel bad that I didn't get it to them in time. Hello, Erin. How are you? Hey, besties in the house. Hello, Kat. How are you, Jen? So yeah, I decided to do a journal, and I love these things because, like, even though this one is, I don't know, I guess you can't really call this one a journal because there's no lines. But these are actually the things that I use. Like, I really wish that I could be, as neat and precise as some people, because my brain doesn't work that way. I am a little slacker when it comes to, like, I am doing better with keeping track of the projects I'm doing, but I'm just not great at, like, documenting everything. I'm just a slacker when it comes to that, but I do have. I use these actually as my, because like look. So this is my diamond painting journal. Like very unassuming, right? I found this at Books a Million, and I love Ann Stokes, so yeah, I'm all about that. And so like look. I didn't even write anything in this one except for there's the picture, and that's when I started it and ended it. But then I tried to get and see some of them. Look. Some of them don't even have that. Some of them I was just like, oh, I remember I did that one, so I just threw it on the page. But I did start trying. Look. I'm trying to do a little bit better. I'm trying to make little notations about some of the stuff that I did. But like I'm really slack when it comes to what I'm doing for my smashing the special. So far I've done 11. So like I'm I'm doing something. It's just not all that great. Um, so I missed some stuff. Let's see. Oh, Valentine's Day is right. Oh well, I guess I could give it to him for Valentine's Day. Joe, you do coasters when you go to Marco Island and leave them for the owners of the condo as a thing. Oh well, you know what? Hey, that's really sweet. But like, look, I'm not being really sweet, I guess, because I'm kind of being cheap. I was just gonna hand out, like a coaster to each person. I have coasters and keychains, and so that was and bookmarks, and so like that was kind of my idea, was just to give them a coaster, or they can choose. I'm gonna let them choose. But yeah, I was trying to figure out how to do it and not seem like the loser that didn't get it for them, get it ready for them for Christmas. But there might not be a way to unloser myself on that. um, I know, right, Kara? um, yes, I hope Lenore's doing well. Let's see. Hello, Minnie. Hey, girl, you never late. No one is ever late. You come in, say, hey, spend time with me. That makes me happy. Hello, Marion. I am not, well, okay. I'm not staying warm outside. I was saying to some of my friends, I don't watch TikTok, but I watch Instagram, which people from TikTok just seem to throw the stuff on Instagram anyway. So I feel like I'm still getting to see what would be on TikTok on Instagram. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've been watching all these funny things that people are saying, especially people down here in the South, about the weather. And I kind of have to agree. I feel like that my northern friends, y'all need to come down here because your weather is down here and it's drunk and it's in my yard and it needs to leave because it got lost. You have lost track of it, and so you need to come and wrangle them back up and go take them back home because I'm sure that they missed. They mistakenly turned left. They were like Bugs Bunny. They should have taken that left or right at Albuquerque, and they didn't, and they came just right on down here. And we don't know what to do with this stuff, y'all. I literally, if it's too loud, I apologize. I have my heater turned on at my feet because it's 52 degrees here, and I can't do it. We are bundled up, and if it were to ever snow here, I might would have to. Well, no, I'd probably freeze to death if I would walk to work. But I'd be scared to drive to work because we wouldn't know what to do with it, except maybe stare at it. And then you've got the people that would decide to no, and go down the road and about kill everybody and half their brothers trying to just get out there on the road because they don't realize it's going to be slippery. So, yeah, the kids are hoping that there's going to be snow. As much as I would like to stay home, if we had a snow day, that'd be great because then I would have to get out in the weather. But if they did not institute a snow day, then I'd be stuck with these crazy people here in Florida trying to drive in this stuff that we don't know nothing about. So, no, thank you. Let's see. You think so, Kara? People love receiving gifts from the heart anytime. I hope so. Um, I really need to. I have not got, I live in Florida. And so you would think that if you live in a state, that you have seen all parts of that state. I have not. I don't think look, and I'm not good at geography. This is why I teach math and science. I have not gone past, I want to say Tampa is below Orlando, but Tampa, Orlando, that's as far south Florida as I have gone. I do want to visit Miami sometime, just because, like, I love Golden Girls, and I understand. That was just a TV show. But I would be interested to see, like, what Miami looks like in person. And, of course, and I've listened to my bestie and seen pictures of her and Marlon's wedding in the Keys. And so she kind of has me kind of wanting to go to the Keys. Hey, Kara, maybe we might have to take a trip to the Keys. What do you think? I already am going to take her to Disney World, but I'd like to see the Keys, and she knows more about it than I do. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Giggles. Robert, I always love seeing you in here. Yay, Lenore's doing good. Yay. I always love hearing that. You're working on Travel Time Miniature. Hey, look at there. I've got my miniature still going that was supposed to, once again, be a Christmas present for our librarian. I'm still working on it, though, but I kind of have put everything to the side. My poor little 3 canvases that I've been working on are all just sitting over there screaming at me, like, what is wrong with, like, why have I abandoned them? And I tried to explain to them it's because I have a goal that I want to beat my record from August for smashing the specials, and because I need to have a few more little prezzies to give out to people. So yeah, I kind of need to work on those. So I've just, yeah. See, Key West is the best. I just want to go see it. Mandy, that's another thing I've never done. I've never done a cruise. I have never done a cruise. I'm a little scared because, like I said, I think I've said this once before. I'm scared because I don't want a Titanic situation. Because I'm telling you right now, if I'm in the middle of the Arctic and there was if I'm on a cruise, and I'm just going to have to stay at the warm weather cruises, because if I were to ever, we hit something and our boat starts sinking, and if someone were on a flotation door, well, they'd be right off that door, because, I wouldn't do that. I don't think. I don't know. You don't know what you do in a survival situation, right? I would hope that I wouldn't do that. I hope I would be like, move over, because Rose had plenty of room on that daggum thing for Jack to get on. So that was just ridiculous, because he could have gotten up there and been king of the world on his own little raft up there with her. She could have made room for him. They should have just cuddled, and then they could have kept warm. You've been all the way down to Key West. Like I said, I haven't, whichever one is farther south, Tampa or Orlando, that's about as far as I've gone. Well, I would love to stop by and see you guys if I come down there. I'd love to hang out with you too. John, you grew up in Miami and you don't, well, why don't you want to go back? Like, it always looks so fascinating in the movies and the TV shows, and look, I'm fixing to tell my age. We grew up watching Miami Vice, so it just always looked. Now, granted, we have palm trees here. It's Florida. It's Panama City. So we have palm trees, and we have sand. We do have beautiful beaches. I will give you that. We got beautiful beaches. And technically this place is a tourist place, but living here, I don't go visit the tourist stuff at the time that the tourists are here. That sounds really bad. But I generally don't do the touristy things in my own town. However, any place I go someplace, even if I go to someplace in Florida, I want to do the touristy thing. Does that make me weird? Or is there anybody else that lives in a tourist area and you don't do the tourist stuff in your area, but you're dying to do the tourist stuff in other people's areas? See, I don't mind looking like a fool someplace else that's not my home. I don't know why. I just don't want to. I get out and I'm like, Everybody's down at the beach. No, thank you. I think I'll just stay my little self up here in the cityfied. Um, yes, I have to do homework. Hey, look, I am doing good. I mean, granted, it's only the beginning of week 2. But I am going to be staying on track of my homework, but it's going to be a little easier because I actually like this homework. Impression patterns. Sorry, I get excited. I love that kind of stuff. Oh, Anthony, you'd like to visit the Keys? Yeah, like I said, Kara makes it sound so like just glorious and glamorous, and I want to go see because my mom, when I was growing up, my mom and my stepdad, they went to the Keys. I did not get to go with them. I stayed with a babysitter um, that did stuff that she wasn't supposed to do because she 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 stayed with me the whole weekend, or shall I more accurately say, I stayed with her the weekend. She went and visited her boyfriend, so we got to do all kinds of stuff. But it wasn't the Keys. She also went to, and I don't even know where this is at. St. Thomas. St. Thomas. See, I know the name of the place. I couldn't tell you where it's at. But they had a great time there too. Um, but I'm actually really interested in. Kara and I have already talked about. We know for a fact that we're going to go to Orlando, which that's kind of easy for me because Florida. Um, we want to go to Salem, and there are other places I'd like to see. I definitely am interested in seeing places that aren't necessarily tropical. Um, do some things that's not beachy because nobody needs to see what all this is in beach attire. So even though I live at the beach, we don't go beach attire in here. Um, we just no. I stay. I'm kind of like a vampire, I guess, in the way that I don't really go out in the sun very much because I burn. I become like a little crispy critter, and then someone might try to throw me into a pot and cook me because they think I'm a lobster. I don't know, or they think I've already been cooked, and so I have to be very careful because I will have a tendency. It don't matter. I have bought that. I think the highest SPF that you could probably get, which I think is like 70 or 100. I don't know. I got the high SPF when I did the forensics labs last summer, and y'all, oh my goodness, I was a little baked potato. And they told me to put on sunscreen. I put on sunscreen. I put on the bug spray. I put on everything that I was supposed to put on. Everybody else, of course, granted, they're all like young kids, but everybody else is out there with their shovels and they're just barely breaking a sweat and they're laughing and giggling. And I'm looking at them like, y'all crazy. I had fun, but it was still crazy. Um, Mary, when you get your new RV, you'll take me to the Keys. Oh, yay. I'll go to the Keys. Oh, it's not the same city that you grew up in? Well, I feel like everything changes. You only speak English. Well, is there a lot of, I bet it's very multicultural down there. I'd love to see you too, Robert. It would be fun to hang out with you. Oh, trust me. I know all about snowbird season here. And I don't mind it, like, I think the only thing that my mom and I, like, y'all, my mom is hilarious, and thank goodness, like, she knows I have a channel. But if she were to ever watch, some of the stories about my mom are absolutely hilarious, because my mom was funny without realizing or meaning to be funny. But she used to have this thing when we would go to the condo, and it would be during snowbird season. And really, it could be any season of the year. Just to be perfectly honest with you. But if there's someone, my mother, I think that she had her father wrong. I think that because my mother was adopted, but she did know who her parents were. But I think honestly, her mama stepped out on her daddy and got together with Mario Andretti because that's what my mother seems to think that she is when she gets behind the wheel of a car. If she had those little little red stoplight thingies telling her to go, you better buckle in and get ready, because you're going to take off from 0 to 60 in like, you can't even take a breath before you, and you're already gone. And she zigzags right. Yeah. No, my mama is a speed demon and a half. I can't tell you how many times that she'd get really mad at me because when she went too crazy and that seatbelt didn't seem safe to me, I don't know why, but I would like get out and I'd go down the floorboard of the car, and that would really make her mad. And unfortunately, when the woman was mad, she stepped on the gas. I don't even know how the gas could keep going as far down as it was. Like, it had to be touching the bottom of the thing. But she would get, if she get behind anybody, and technically anybody driving slower than her, if they were going, I don't know, 80 miles an hour, she would think they were slow. But she would get behind these people and they'd be going slow. And you could tell what was happening because we're on the little strip where all of the condos, are on either side. And people are going slow because they're trying to figure out which one is their condo. Especially people that are just visiting there. They don't own the condo, so they don't know where they're at. So they're looking for the names. And some of these condo people are sadistic because they just put the picture of an animal on the side of the condo instead of, or the beach house, which I understand beach houses, some have names, some don't. But, so these people are trying to look for the number or something. And so they're driving slow. And my mom is like laying on her horn. But where she was funny is because she would start having a conversation to herself. I'm sitting there beside her. I'm a teenager thinking it's not cool. My friends are laughing their little heads off in the back seat because my mother's having a conversation with herself. Maybe that's where I get it from. And she is calling them Fred and Ethel. And so she is having a running commentary of like when they're like looking at each other in the car. She's like, Fred, I told you it was like 2 doors down. Now you need to turn this car around and go back. I told you it was the one with the sea turtle on the side of the condo. Ethel, would you hush? I think I know where I'm going. Like, she would have a full out conversation, and where I didn't find it funny, maybe it was because I was her child, my friends, like practically, my mom had to end up, I'm not kidding you, she had to clean the back seat because they're pissing in her seat. And then she'd be like, now listen here, I did not get the car that had leather seats. Please stop peeing on my seats, which of course would make them pee more and laugh more. And so I just finally told her, Mom, if you're going to do whatever it is that you're doing, why don't you just get some leather seats? And she's like, because God forbid, then it's going to smell like pissy leather. So yeah, my mom was a hoot and a half. So you grew up in Southwest Florida and did none of the tourist stuff. See, yeah. Kara, you're a shameless tourist anywhere. Well, see, Kara, there's some places that are next to you that I want to go see. So maybe you'll take me to be all touristy there too. Ooh, Salem is amazing. I want to go. Hello, Becky. I want to go to Salem so bad. I have gone to Ireland. I've not gone to Boston. I've gone to Ireland. And Ireland is, oh my God, it's amazing. I love it. That's right. Salem isn't tropical, so that means I would love to see what it looks like. You grew up in the Salem, Boston, Massachusetts area. Historical places. Wait, what is leaf peeping? Do leaves have are they like little peeping toms going on? I could just see it now. Leaf peeping. They are peeping in on you, which sometimes you wonder when they get all into the place. Kara, spray tan for you? Girl, I don't even think spray tan would help me. I think, honestly, I don't know. I would look like, I was going to say a Hershey bar, but there's no red on the Hershey bar. I'd look like whatever candy would be brown and striped gray, or brown and red striped, because that would be about what, and then, and I can't, here's the sad thing, y'all, I'm allergic to chlorine, so I can't even get in the swimming pool to cool off. I could get in the ocean, But then I got to deal with the sand everywhere. And so, yeah. Um, Ocean can be fun. It can be. I am not terrified of sharks in the ocean. Y'all want to know what I'm terrified of? And please let me know if I'm the only one. I'm not terrified of sharks in the ocean. I am not terrified of barracuda in the ocean. I am terrified of jellyfish. Y'all, jellyfish. I have been stung by too many jellyfish in my life, and then of course with the old remedy. And the thing is, I know what they say the remedy is, and it's technically a hoax. It's not really a thing, but people still do it. I don't want nobody peeing on me because I've had a jellyfish sting. Um, and of course, my daughter Jasmine does not go in the ocean anymore, and that was because, which she's now allergic to sea salt. So as far as like on her skin, so she can't go in the ocean now anyway. But when she was younger, she got, I swear it was a Portuguese man of war. I'm telling you, because it wrapped around her belly, y'all, freaked me out. I saw that thing bobbing up. And I heard her scream. I didn't know what had gotten her because, they're kind of clearish. And then I saw tentacles come off her body, and then I saw it floating out in the water. And, my mama instinct, I wanted to go out there and beat it within an inch of its life. But it wouldn't have done nothing. It wouldn't have done nothing other than me getting stung. But it scared the living boo-boos out of me. And then I was like screaming at everybody to pee on her. And Jasmine's like, "Don't pee on me! Don't pee on me!" We did get it taken care of, though. But she does not like the ocean anymore. That's why she wants to move to Tennessee. Hello, Vanessa. How are you? Oh, fall foliage watching. Okay, that's what leaf peeping is. Y'all. I don't doubt anything anymore. Everything and anything can peep in on you. I've been having to be cognizant here in Florida now that it has turned cold. I have to watch before I go to the bathroom now and double inspect everything. And the reason why is because now that it is very cold here in Florida, all the little creepy critters want to come inside where it's warm. And so the other day, I luckily I had dropped something, and I looked down before I went to the bathroom, and there was just a wonderful little spider sitting there waiting for me. And I wish that I could tell you that I was nice and I caught it and I took it outside. I didn't. A spider side happened, and he didn't get to enjoy. He got to enjoy what the trip to the ocean looked like. Kind of like little Nemo going in his. But I didn't put him in a plastic bag. So I kind of feel bad a little bit. I know he was just trying to get warm, but my instinct overruled my brain, and he just went bowed down because he was a big old sucker. That sucker was like, that may not seem like a big to y'all, but y'all look. There's washi tape, okay, to give you a idea. And that was big enough for me. And so now I'm paranoid, especially since someone at school, they came to school today, and I heard the kids talking, and of course they start screaming. Middle schoolers will scream at anything and everything. I don't know why. But I heard one of them start screaming. I'm like, seriously, what are you screaming about? And they're like, "Oh, I was telling them what happened to me this morning." And I'm like, "Well, what happened to you this morning?" They're like, "There was a snake in my toilet, and it was a real snake." Y'all, they can climb up pipes. I found them in my tub before, um, but now that unlocked a new fear for me, um, because y'all y'all don't understand. I'm not just peeping in the toilet now anymore. I'm like getting down there trying to make sure that there is nothing, because like my luck is the snake's head, like just waiting for me to sit down so it can flick you the tongue. And no, I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it. Everybody calls Florida the American Australias, and I don't know about that, because but we do have some crazy animals here, and maybe I shouldn't be scared of a snake trying to get real comfy cozy with me. But I have actually had two in my house, unbeknownst to me. So it's not a crazy thing. Luckily, I know I'm near woods, so we have seen some deer. Um, we have not, and I'm going to knock on this fake particle wood right here, because I don't want any alligators deciding to wander their little happy selves up to my place. If they did, I well, as long as I was safe, I would probably record it. If I wasn't safe, then y'all might see a recording of just some bobbing going, because I'd be chucking it as fast as these little chubby legs can go. Um, it's better than leaf pee pee. Is that kind of like peeing in the snow, Lee? um, Peeing in the leaves. See, now that would just not, that would be wrong, because then it brings back, like, I have childhood memories. See, now you're going to like taint my childhood memories. I have childhood memories of raking the leaves in the fall. Right, you get them into a big old pile and you go run and jump in them. And now, see, now I'm thinking, how many things peed on them leaves that I just went and ran and jumped straight into. There's probably more things out there that's peeing on everything. We don't think about that, right? We don't think about the fact that wildlife is out there just doing its thing, and we're just like, oh, look at this. I know for a fact that I eat honeysuckle. Um, well, and and I think even northern people have honeysuckle, right? Y'all in the north, y'all have honeysuckle? Because those are fun. You rip the little thingies off. I know. God, plant aside, plant aside. But we're just taking them apart and sucking the little dew off of the. Nobody washes honeysuckle. You don't wash honeysuckle. You just pull it out and put it in your mouth. And we're not thinking about what kind of things have landed on, been around, sniffed at. Nothing. When we're doing that, we just you ever thought about that? Like, we're weird people. Sometimes I think people are the weirdest creatures out there, because um we'll tell people to smell something that's disgusting. And that's not the funny part. The funny part is not that we're asking someone to smell it. The funny part is you're already telling someone it smells nasty. And then you go smell it. Now you would think a logical person would go, well, you just said it's nasty. Why you want me to smell it? Nope, nope, that's not what happens. Nope. You tell somebody, this smells nasty. Smell it. What do? They smell it. They smell it. Um, or you tell someone it tastes nasty. I don't know what it is. Something in our brain doesn't click. If you tell somebody, and you could tell them how horrible it is. Oh my God, this tastes horrible. Taste this. And then someone's still going to taste it. Someone is still going to taste it. Um, and see, what made me think about that is something I saw again today. I'm telling you, I need to write a book on things that these kids today do. Um, I happened around the corner when I heard "smell my armpit." It took me a second of, I paused in the hallway going, I didn't I didn't really hear someone say "smell my armpit," but sure enough, one of the students decided to smell the other one's armpit. I don't know if they had been out at PE and they were like, maybe smell my deodorant. I don't know, but no, smell my armpit, and he willingly did it. Um, yeah, yeah. You know what? Like I can understand people like daring somebody to do something, but not just a random. I don't know. Yeah, we're funny that way. Y'all ever tell somebody that something smells really bad and to smell it and they do it? Or am I the only one? I'm kind of curious on that one. Um, oh, you're sitting down for more than 5 minutes. Oh, God bless you, girl. God bless you. I know when I get home, look, I need to be not sedentary. I need to be more moving. But I'm moving all day long, chasing after trying to make sure everybody's doing stuff and not falling asleep and all that good kind of stuff. I need to come up with some sort of thing that I can do to wake the kids up. Besides just, I try to be nice. I don't try to be mean, but like there's some funny things that I've seen people do to wake students up, but I don't know that you could get away with it in middle school. Check the shower before. No, see now. Okay, so I got to check the toilets. I got to check the sinks. I got to check the tubs. Now I got to check the showers. Oh, see, look, I never thought about checking the shower head. Now oh, y'all. We're going to be doing a full-on investigation in the bathroom before I do anything in there anymore. The good news is I'm in good emergency response. Well, that is good news, Mandy. Yep, if something happens, because trust me, the wee-woos go off here every night, multiple times a night. And luckily for me, because a lot of people, I was living in the country, and the country was unusual for me. Like I grew up, like, how do I put this? I was a half spun country girl. And what I mean by half spun country girl is that my parents or my grandparents lived in the country, and I would visit them during the summer. So I was only a half spun. Where the rest of the time I lived in a big city, Birmingham. Well, bigger than here anyway. And so, I was used to wee woos and pew pews and all those kind of noises going on. And so when I moved to the country, y'all, that silence was a little unnerving. Because if my brain couldn't hear noises, I made up noises that I thought that I heard. It's like, oh my gosh, did you hear that? Something's outside. Something's outside. Now, here's the funny thing. Like, you would think I would hear noises outside here, and my brain doesn't go, oh, something's outside. I mean, I was on a live one night. I swear I heard something outside, and I told everybody, hold on a second, and I went to investigate because, I am that person, I guess, that's going to get it in a horror movie, except if there's something now that I'm back in the city. If I'm hearing something outside, it's going to stay outside, and I'm going to be okay, because I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to think it's, the wee-woo people, and, you never know if the wee-woo that you're hearing is ambulance or fire, or, so long as I don't see them in my parking lot, I'm okay. I'm all good. Oh, you have lots of snakes nearby, but mostly garter snakes, which you just step over. I need to get better at identifying what type of snakes they are. If I could be a little bit more well versed on what kind they were, then I might not freak out. Because granted, the two that were in my house were rat snakes, which they're not poisonous. They still have fangs, y'all. They can still bite you, and I'm sure it would still hurt. They just don't have the venom that can kill you. But I don't think I'm going to be sticking my hand or my butt or my arm or my nothing in no snake's mouth. I'll be all good to go. Oh, Michigan does have honeysuckle. Okay. Do y'all do the sucking of the honeysuckle thing too? Think about how all the water on the planet's been. Mandy, See, look, now you're making me think about all kinds of stuff. Well, kind of like we have somewhere around here, there is a spring, Ecofina, and they actually do have bottled water that they sell in the stores. Um, I have drank it up until up until I went tubing on Ecofina spring. Um, I know people are peeing in that water. And I understand it goes through process. Y'all, I'm aware. I understand that it's going to go through processing. But ever since that trip, I could not get out of my head that people peed in the water. And then I was going to drink it. And the thing is, I can't drink city water here because it has chlorine in it. So I can have drinks that have ice in it, but I think it's because ice machines have filters on them. So like I wouldn't be able to make ice with regular city water that didn't go through some sort of a filter. But I've been kind of particular now on the type of water that I'm drinking. So I'm curious if there are people that are working on special projects, or if you are not working on special projects, oh my Lord, y'all. See, I say all my words at the beginning of the day with these kids, and then I go to do my live, and y'all would think that I have no English skills at all. I don't know. It just my English doesn't English, my brain don't brain, and I can't seem to make it go the other way sometimes. But I'm curious as to, like, what is one of your favorite type of special projects? Non-canvas projects. Do y'all have anything that y'all like? Is there anybody in the chat that's never done one before? Because I'm telling you, one of the reasons why I love doing these is because I'm one of those that I like to have something that I can say I completed, because as a teacher, I never get to have a checked off checklist. Every time I check something, there's more to add on. And so I never get through checking the checklist. And so, and I love starting up projects. So, I'm surprised I don't have any more than 3 canvases over there on the side that are being neglected to work on than I normally do. But I guess it's probably because I also have a crochet project in the loops. I have my special drills. I have a miniature. And yeah, I have other projects. So yeah. Oh, the Marvel stickers. Oh, well, those are fun. That does sound like those would be fun. Hey, Bella, you're emailing your project on Thursday? No, you're fine. As long as I have it before Friday, I can post it for you. Not a problem, sweetie. You're working on a Marvel comic book cover. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I'd be interested to see what that looks like. You only do special projects when you're on a cruise ship. Oh, okay. Something that travels well. You know what? That makes sense, because unless I'm going to a retreat, if I'm traveling somewhere that's not a retreat where I get to have a big old table that I can spread out on, then I don't take any of my big canvases, because I tried, y'all. When we took my son to California, I thought, I'm going to be so smart. I'm going to bring me, because I don't want to be bored, right? I don't know. Like, I'm traveling. I don't know why I thought I was going to be bored. But anyway, I was like, I'm not going to be bored in the hotel room. So I brought, like, a big canvas. I brought some little projects. I brought some crochet. I brought plastic canvas. I don't know what I thought I was going to do. I don't know why I thought I was going to have all of this extra special time downtime on a vacation, but I took, and strangely enough, it was a Spangler that I took with me, and didn't bring any release papers. I didn't bring, luckily, I had my tweezers, but I didn't even bring a diamond painting pen, and it was a round, so I was single placing that bad boy. I didn't bring all the stuff that I needed to even diamond paint. But dag nabbit, I was gonna do it. I think I ended up getting, yeah, that was the only project I did. I didn't even do any others. So, you made ornaments by Distracted by Diamonds. Ooh. The stickers from DIY Delights. Oh, I don't think, see, look, you're going to enable me to go look at those because I don't know what those are. I would have to go check those suckers out. Now, speaking of, like, things that we like to do, right? So, I have sitting beside me, and I kind of wanted y'all's feedback, okay, as to which one I should do first. So, I've told y'all on a previous one, and I heard people say that they would be interested in watching a new series that I'm doing called Crafting Chipmunk. But I have two projects here that I'm curious. I'm going to cover this because if I don't, I'm going to end up putting something on top of all that sticky, and it's going to unsticky itself, and then I'm going to be saying words that I don't want to be saying on a live. Oh, they had a restock on Friday. Say, no. Oh, I got to be careful with that. Okay, so I have two projects, and I want to know which one should be my first crafting chipmunk project. So I had so much fun on my premiere doing one of these that I ordered one that's not Christmas themed. Another set of DIY bookends, but this one is magical University of Miracle. Like, they don't even say magic, but University of Miracle. But I just thought these were really cute with their little potion bottles and little cauldron, little witchies with stars in their eyes. Because this is the one that's like the puzzle, right? It's a miniature, but not a miniature. It's the little puzzle one, like what I did on the premiere. So that one's one like I've done before. Or I told y'all I had done these subscription boxes, and then I never did the projects on them, but I still have the boxes and all the stuff. And so this one is a customizable raisin. Oh my Lord, y'all. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm going to customize raisins over here because I think I'm sitting here like the California raisins. Oh, good Lord, y'all. Look, y'all can see. I can't even talk. Customizable resin tray kit. Now, I have only ever done UV resin before, so this would be new because it comes with everything. It comes with all this stuff here. The only thing that it requires is scissors. I got scissors. I ain't got an issue with that. But you only get one. I think there's only enough to make one mold. Why they show you three, I don't know. But it's got everything in here to make, and I'm assuming it's epoxy resin. It says epoxy resin. So, I am just kind of curious as to which project. I said it right. Lord have mercy. See, now I'm thinking I'm saying words wrong. Which project do you think would be the most... Which one should I do first? I don't even know why I'm saying entertaining. Because y'all know I'm just going to do my weird commentary as I'm doing the project in the first place. Which is what makes doing them kind of funny. So I'm just curious, which one do y'all think I should do? Should I do the bookends, or should I do the resin tray? The raisin tray. The resin tray. Oh my Lord. The mini kit, it is cute, right? I'm telling you, I loved it because I didn't have to have too much glue to put it together, and it wasn't as, yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I'm just hoping this one doesn't have some sort of moving part component to it. That would be nice. Um, you went on a drive-in trip, 6 hours there, 6 hours back. You calculated that you could get 12 Christmas cards done. You got 3. Yeah, see, I can't do crafting in the car. I tried. I can crochet in the car. I can almost kind of sort of cross stitch in the car. But then I get interested in the stuff going on around me. And of course, if I'm driving, I'm probably not supposed to be crocheting. Okay, so I see resin tray. Yeah, that's crafter's math, right? Right, Kara, like we want projects to travel with because we think we're going to be bored and we don't want to have an option to be bored. And I even took stuff over to my daughter's house when I was visiting with the baby, thinking that when there was downtime, free time, I would crochet, and I ended up holding the baby too much. And yeah, resin tray. Okay, so let's vote for the California raisins. Y'all, part of me wants to go find a picture of the California raisins and put it on my resin tray. Just stick it right on in there. Have him frolicking with the flowers that seem to come in this thing. I'm sorry. But see, people watching the video would be like, why the heck is she putting a California raisin? And and I'd probably be in trouble for that because I'm pretty sure that image is copyrighted, so I probably can't do that on a video. So, but in my head, just know if you watch it that there was an invisible one that went in on the tray. So it looks like my first one is gonna be the resin tray. Okay, well get ready because that's a craft that I have not done. I've done UV resin, but this will be. Anybody that works with resin, I have no idea. It didn't say nothing about ventilation. I'm wondering if I should like crack the window that's next to me when I start doing it. I don't know. Because it doesn't even come, it doesn't even have like bottles of resin. They have pouches of resin, or a pouch. I don't know. And look, they gave me something dangerous. They gave me a lighter. I don't know what I'm gonna need a lighter for. Hopefully not to burn myself up. So that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. So now that I know I'm doing that, also I have gone and gotten a collection together of different tweezers. So that is also a video that is in the works. That's the same kind of tweezer, Brandy. But I've got multiple tweezers to do my, I don't even know that I want to call it a tutorial. It's going to be I guess technically it could be a tutorial on how I diamond paint with tweezers, when it's rounds, when it's squares, how to single place, how to multi-place, which ones, what methods I use, which is not going to be a long video because there's not really a lot that I can say, but I've got some little tricks that I use. So I tried to get different styles of tweezers to show y'all. That might not be very interesting for some people, but I know I've had a lot of people ask me for some reason, because they'll watch me when I'm diamond painting with tweezers, whether it's when I'm single placing like this round crystals or when I'm multi-placing with squares. So I wanted to make sure before I did that video that I had multiple types of tweezers to do and try out. So I do have that planned. Trying to think, is there anything else that's been interesting that has happened? Not really, like I said, other than um, my forensic classes have started back up. And these are the classes that I'm going to be taking the labs on during the summer. So I'll be interested, wondering if I'm going to be biting anybody or biting anything or trying to do bite mark impressions. Um, See, there was something that was just in my brain and it went kaputty out. Like I don't like when it does that. Like I knew I was going to say it. And then when I said something about bite mark impression, it went out. And now I remember what it was. See, I don't know. Like this whole getting old, I don't like it. So a funny thing is that my students have found out that I have a YouTube channel, but I refuse to tell them the name of the channel. So far as I know, because they are like little detectives. It's kind of funny. I'm curious to find out. I know of one. I know of one. I think one or two that have found the channel, but as far as I know, they haven't told anybody uh, because I haven't seen like an influx of them telling me. So, but I don't know. Somehow they now have a mystery to solve. I'd like to solve the mystery of how we can stare at a paper for 45 minutes and only put the first initial of our name on it. That would be a mystery that I'd like to have solved because I haven't figured out how we can do that yet. Um, but yeah, I don't really have too much more. It's just been cold. We've been bundling up. I've been watching people come in with all kinds of gear that they are wearing, uh, blankets that they are covering up with, even when we're in the very warm building. Um, I've seen some interesting fashion choices happening this week. So it'll be interesting to see how much more fashion that we're going to get in this small, it's not a blizzard, like cold snap. And I'm scared to look at the predictions of temperature going forward. Anybody? I'm kind of scared to ask. Does anybody know? Is this going to let up anytime soon? Is North going to finally come and get their people and their weather and go take it back to where they're from? Now I know that we don't have snow, but hey! I finally did hear someone that said that they are from Alaska and they moved to the South after living in Alaska all their life, and that they would much prefer Alaskan winter versus winter in the South because supposedly they don't have wet cold. I didn't know that there was any other type of cold than wet cold. I know you can have wet heat like what we have here, with humidity and dry heat, but I did not realize. Did y'all know that there was such a thing as dry cold? Am I the only one that did not realize that there was a thing called dry cold? And how is dry cold different from the cold we have here? It feels like when it's windy and it's cold outside, it feels like someone has shoved icicles up into my body. Let's see, Crystal, you got snow this weekend and another cold blast coming around the 18th, and you're in Arkansas. Oh, see, part of me would love to see snow, but it would. I just know we would not get the pretty snow. You know, this area, the South is just. I guess we are not. We are not primed for pretty snow. We are primed for dirty, grimy snow that if you try to make little snowmen from it, they look like they've been working in the steel mills, or or that they've been rolling around in the hay and having a good old time. They don't look like pretty snowmen. Next cold is next. No, I don't want no more cold. Mandy says it's warming up through the weekend, then back to highs in the 40s. See, this is where I don't like Florida. Florida, you will have all 4 seasons in one day. And this is why people get sick here in Florida, is because you'll get freezing cold in the morning. Then you'll get hot in the afternoon. Then it'll dip back down. And then you'll get windy and all that. Yeah, it cannot figure out what season that it wants to be and stay. Now, my luck is that it would see. It's right now. It's decided that it likes to stay a little bit more winterized, and that needs to go away. See, winter needs to decide that it does not need a vacation in the South. It does not need to be on our beaches. It needs to, because see, if it were just, no, it's hanging out and it's not having, we're not having fun with it being here. That's one tourist that needs to pack up and just head on away. Snow in southeast Georgia last week. You're from Michigan, so no biggie, but you moved south for a reason. I said, yeah, I know it's Michigan, I know has got to be cold, but like, does anybody know what the difference is between wet cold and dry cold? Like, to me, cold would be cold, right? If you've got snow is wet. It is, like, how is it not cold? It's got to be cold. Like, people wouldn't be wearing bunny suits. That's what I call winter wear, bunny suits, if it weren't cold. So, it's just, yeah, nope. I am telling the winter weather that their tourist visa has expired and they need to pack it on up. They've had enough sightseeing and we are done. Well, guys, it is already 9 o'clock. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I got a little bit done. I got all the yellow and some of the, why I want to touch the glue. Like, I just want to, I have this thing. It's like, I don't know why. And I know I'm not supposed to just touch the glue, but I got to stop because I will make my stuff unsticky because I just like touching the glue. I know I've got to be the only weirdo out there that finds it interesting to touch the glue. This year proves you need more than 2 long sleeve shirts. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt today. I've got a few of them, but it's that thin. Look at that. Look. You see how you can see through that? That ain't stopping nothing. That ain't stopping one iota. I'm being laughed at because it's going, that is what you call your long sleeve shirt? I don't think so. But thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me and spending time with me. I do always love being able to hang out with you guys. It does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much. Something to keep your eye out for is in March, we are doing our Draw with Spangler. So Randall will be back on my channel. And the way that Draw with Spangler is a little different than Season of Spangler or Draglings and Books is that even though he is working on, a lot of times he will work on a piece, he also will intersperse that with showing us different drawing techniques as he's creating stuff. So you get a little bit of a kind of like a tutorial, with him. So if you are interested in getting a little bit of drawing tips from Mr. Spangler, we will be doing that in March. So March is Draw with Spangler. And of course, y'all can all participate. It is an event. You can work on coloring, Spangler, or cross stitch, or diamond painting, so long as it is licensed. And there will be prizes, and we'll be having a good old time. So that is coming up. And then, of course, Dakotathon is coming up in April and May. So be getting your stuff ready for it. We're going to have a good time. Okay, so Anthony, you have dry cold in Colorado. It's cold and windy. Bloody noses. Okay, see, no. Oh, God bless you. How do you stand it there? I don't like bloody nose, cracked lips, dry. Well, I get dry skin too. I just went and I can't ever just go to Bath and Body Works and buy just a little bit of something. Like if they have a sale, look, they had a sale recently, and it was one of those. You know how it pops up in your email, 1 day only, uh, lotions for $3.95. I wish I could tell you that I only bought one, but they were such a good deal. All the ones that they had on, well, not all of them, but let's just say I have me some lotion to last for a while, and it's that good stuff. It's got it's not body butter, but it has the shea butter in it. I do have one body butter, but and it smells so good. Oh my God. But here's the problem. I went and saw my daughter, and but she went to the store, and they were having a buy three, get three free thing. So she went also and bought lotions. And then she had some lotions I didn't have. And then it made me start, see, I get FOMO for Bath and Body Works. I got to be the only one, though. I can't walk into a Bath and Body Works and walk out empty-handed. Like, it doesn't happen. I can't do it. I cannot walk in and smell all the wonderful scents in there. And I got to spritz and spray and smell everything in there. And then I have to walk out with items. I thought that I could go on the website and not do it. And be strong. I realized I wasn't strong. So I did not buy any diamond paintings. But I did buy some. Well, I did buy some diamond paintings, but that was different. That was before, and then I went and bought lotions because I got lots of cracked skin, and I want soft, supple skin. I'm like that, Precious has to have lotion, right? Precious must put lotion on his skin. I have learned. I'm sorry if you don't know what reference that's to. I'm sorry. I saw that on an Instagram thing too. We have learned our lesson. Precious has learned his lesson because we are going to have our lotion. Hello, Diamond Queen 2020. But thank you guys so much for joining me. And my little can't even seem to stay on track for anything to talk about. But I could talk to a blank wall, which I guess technically I do every day. But it's me, y'all. It's the crazy that is me. But thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I hope that y'all enjoyed it here. I hope that you will come back and be looking forward to, I've got some stuff to unbox, and I have my crafting chipmunk. We are now doing the resin. God, so pray for me that I can do it and not look like an idiot doing it, but we're going to try anyway. And so I hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of the week. We are now past Monday. Well, we're almost past Monday. And then, it'll be starting to ease off on into the weekend. So I hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of the week. Enjoy yourself. Stay warm. Stay safe. Watch out in those toilets, y'all. Make sure you ain't got no spiders or snakes or any other little critters that want to come and visit you. So, because now I'm definitely going to be watching out for that. But I hope everybody has a good evening. I'm going to leave you like I always do. Reach for the stars. Grab hold on, and never let go. Until the next time. Bye, y'all.